Today, we're gonna do something that I haven't done since 2019. That is run my speed squats in flat shoes, which is, I swear, entirely to do with me not wanting to change box heights when Darrell and I rotate through our speed squats, and has nothing to do with the guy who is trying to claim that I don't have the flexibility to squat without heeled shoes on. Because if that was the point, I probably wouldn't be doing a moderate stance box squat to prove my point. You know?
Yeah,
that's probably a little low.
Yeah, you want one more.
Yeah. Trying to think of how to articulate myself. Like trying to talk about the guys that are obsessed with range of motion. The video I posted the other day where I was doing squat test comparison, where I was just squatting empty bar, my heels came up. My heels come up when I squat the empty bar because I'm driving through my toes so hard there's not enough weight to hold me down. Not because ankle range of this mother like, you know what you're talking about, your heels are coming up. And I do kind of get it because I'm not the most flexible guy and I don't have the best range of motion. But I think what people are missing that are obsessed over that stuff is that flexibility in a sport is only a problem if it prevents the person from being able to do their sport well. And if someone has the range of motion to perform their sport, isn't inhibited, nothing's getting in the way, I'm totally fine with it. I'm probably gonna have to drop this down too with the...
yeah, I know
I'm assuming with the bar and the shoes, I'll be a little lower. And I think part of the problem is so much of rehab social media always wants to obsess over range of motion as the reason you hurt. And the thing is that if you lack tolerance to a range of motion, yes, that can contribute to the pain experience, but if I'm in control and I'm strong enough to control my ranges, I'm good with what I got. And what I'm thinking is the kind of cool thing that I might be able to figure out today is that with all of the ankle range work that I've done since 2019, I might actually be able to pull off a narrower-ish stance squat without needing the heel on. Yep. Good.
Do you think you're gonna start?
Probably 140. Okay. Well, fake 140.
Yeah.
Miata, does my lower body look up at all?
I didn't see anything weird.
Okay. Yeah, this feels weird. It feels different, but it should.
Yeah.
Okay, work set time. Feels a little bit fucked up, but there's only one way to make it feel less fucked up, which is grease the groove until it feels less fucked up.
Yep. Keep your head. Yep.
Yep. Good. Yep, big pack. Check. Woo!
Yeah. Head.
More. Out of the box.
Woo!
Last set. Let's go, D. Find that in there. Find that. Big arch. Big arch. Yep. There you go. Keep it tight. Yep.
Better.
Upper back.
Best one. Come on.
Hold it. Yeah. Yeah. Felt so at the beginning, but by the end I was like, this might be kind of workable. And I don't know if that felt good enough to make this an actual thing, but it felt good enough to keep it a thing next week. And like looking at the tape back, I don't think that the shoes were in the way of my knee travel at all. I think the only thing that felt a little bit weird was kind of like the transition to the bottom end, but I'm gonna partially blame that on the fact that it was a box squat, and partially the box was probably a little bit too low for me, so I kind of had to shift around to find it. But I'm very pleasantly surprised that my 6 now years of ankle work has actually paid off to the point where I can squat in flats. Holy. But I am a little bit disappointed with myself because part of this plan was also to be able just to get into deadlifts without needing to take my shoes off, but I realized that I have knee sleeves on and my shoe has to come off to get the knee sleeves off, so I'll do that next. And plan here was to go off the medium block, but apparently someone broke the other medium block in half, so we're going off of the little guys. And that last one felt a little bit spiny, so gonna try to dial in the neck pick better so I'm not flicking into lumbar extension. Yeah, that was better. But I think I still can make it a little bit better. Mouth guard was in. I don't have that bad of a speech impediment, I swear. Yeah, that was just embracing a little bit more knee over the bar than I was at the higher block because the block's lower. So with the block being lower, I need a little bit more knee bend, you know? Yep. Through. I wonder who's responsible for teaching her how to deadlift like that.
It's a secret. Anybody's guess.
Literally everyone says that to me.
Same levers, right? Makes sense. And like, yeah, it's a round ass back deadlift, but they got strong ass backs, so it would be stupid not to use them. And on that note, next week's lecture that's going to be exclusively inside of Team Activated is going to be on building a resilient low back. Basically, it's going to be my entire framework on low back training, as well as giving you guys a decent understanding of low back biomechanics so you can understand why you don't need to be afraid of that shit if your back is strong enough to handle it. And based on how the 3 plates moved, I wasn't planning on taking that jump, but based on how the 4 plates move, we're going to be more than fine. And after last week being a bit of an overshoot off of a higher block, I'm kind of paranoid that this might be harder than I want it to be. So we're gonna freaking put some sauce on it. Yeah, that felt maybe a little heavier than I wanted, but am okay with it. We'll go another. Goal here, at least as okay as the last one. And I don't want to be like, yay, that move, not fantastic, but in the context of how last week moved, I'm at least okay with how this moved off the lower block, and that I know by not being stupid and forcing it this week, I'm going to be able to do better next week and build off of this. Because Milos is pulling off the floor over there, I got to do deficits all by my lonesome over here, and it's really fucking hard to hold a camera and talk to a camera and lug a big ass block across the gym, but mission accomplished. Because this is a stiffer bar and a higher block than last week, we're gonna start at 3 reds just to try to make sure that I don't die. Milos, how the fuck do you pull up this block? But I mean, like, it's like touching my toes. It's terrifying. That was less bad than I was expecting, but still bad enough that I don't think I want to go up from here. We'll just do some reps. Erectors feel rather pumped, but spine not broken. How many times have you been doing a spinal surgery and you find out what the guy did and it was that?
I don't think ever, actually, no.
See, I'm safe. Is my head in frame? I'm tall for once. What? Why does everyone think that?
Because you are fucking like as wide as you are tall.
Do they never see us standing beside each other?
It's only way to like logic it. I was like, no, he's like probably 5'10" inch.
Okay, side view so we can watch the moment that my discs explode out of my back in 4K Ultra HD. Watch me actually hurt myself doing this now. Fuck. So that was actually a lot better because I was less nervous for it than I was on the first one. How lame does he look with his perfectly neutral spine? Your back's too flat.
Good. I'll try better next time.
I'm really tempted to try that.
Huh?
I'm really tempted to try.
It's fun. It's really good. Good quad pump. Yeah, Craig was doing it and I fucking loved it.
Belt, squat, split. Just gotta talk again. So I did leg press with Joel when I was supposed to do belt squats on Saturday. So plan was to belt squat where I normally have been doing my leg press today, but I saw Jesse doing the stupid belt squat, split squat things. So I kinda wanna see how that feels. I feel like he was like doing it weirder than this though. Oh, this is so fucked. I can't go down. There's no way. I cannot lower myself. Try it the Jesse way. Oh my God. Yeah, never mind. I'm not even trying that. This feels just terrifying. Oh. My knee feels like fucking balls on these. This might actually be the whole reason why my knee feels like balls. Yeah, I think I'm aborting that mission. Well, it's like my right knee's been progressively feeling like looser and looser and looser. And I thought it was just all the ice. But like that felt so fucking like slidey that, yeah, we're aborting. And my loose knee is feeling loose-ish today. Felt fine on everything else, but on the belt squat, like the shear drive from it made it feel really gross. So I'm gonna join Joel for some single leggy leg press action. And to make this different from what we did on Saturday, we're going foot up high, leg a little out, trying to make it hammy attitude and almost like trying to like west side box squat off of the bottom. And that's a good feeling. Zero knee grossness. And like my loose knee usually feels like shit when it's like really slippery, snowy, icy out. And it has been the last couple days when my knee has been feeling weird. But as soon as I got on the belt squat, I'm like, huh, maybe it is the belt squatting that's been contributing to that feeling. So I might pull those out for the time being. I was joking that I feel like I have a distinct advantage over Joel on these because This like feels right at home with my multiply box squat history, just fucking hamming myself out of the bottom of what should be a quaddy movement. Sick, hammy, and tank pump achieved. Okay, I might join you for something, but Nordics first. And we're keeping her fairly high to try to make it fairly not shitty, but it'll still be probably a little shitty, so whatever. And not only are those really freaking gnarly on the hamstrings, they're also really freaking gnarly on the popliteus. And I think that is part of why they've been one of the better things that I've done for being able to manage loosening and keep it happy with all of the lifting things that I enjoy doing. And I finally might be not lazy enough to do rows on this thing. Like trying to let the scap go, drive the elbow low. Let the scap go, drive the elbow low, get a really big old disgusting kind of lat squeeze. And the plan is just to go back and forth, changing arms without rest on each side until it really sucks. The level of suckage is building faster than I would have expected. Oh, it feels juicy. Yeah, that was fun. And the biggest thing that I miss about having the time to get to Bryce's gym once a week is that Bryce has the same row machine as this, except that at Bryce's gym, plates stay on it, so there isn't the too lazy to load it thing getting in the way. I also miss getting to spend time with Bryce and Dylan once a week too, to be very clear. And our plan now was to go and do some lying leg curls. But Miana took the machine, so plan ruined. Never mind, we can be mature adults and share the machine. And apparently I misheard the plan because we're doing leg extensions first. Do you think your coach watches the vlog and is going to find out that you don't follow the plan?
Doubt it.
I don't know, James Hollingshed started screaming, yeah, buddy, like literally moments after we started doing it in our vlog. There's,
Must be following.
must be, has to be. That's the only explanation.
Imagine. Just keep eating these cards.
Yeah. How many reps are you doing?
I did 18 every 5th rep was a whole.
Oh, well, I could have been told that.
Yeah, well,
That's why it's so late.
I can't count to 5. I'm just doing every rep hold now. Fuck. I'm just going to go, hold. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. IQ too low for this protocol.
nothing.
You're just putting effort in.
I'm having fun.
Where's the root beer going?
I don't know, all over the fucking room.
Straight to the quads.
Guess Instagramless Joel didn't see the stupidest reel I've ever made today. I made an analogy about like working harder, not smarter, then related it to drinking root beer.
Ow.
Because like if you pour the root beer on the floor, you're wasting the root beer. If you let it go flat, you're wasting the root beer. You got to drink all of it. Yeah. Working harder, not smarter ain't about working less hard. It's about doing the right work.
Not drinking more.
Yes.
No, it's drinking the right amount.
I feel like I've done at least 1 million reps. It's still not hard enough. Like it feels like I need mechanical tension. I'll go up.
The machine's calling.
Added approximately 3 times the plate stack weight for this set. Feels more appropriate.
It's just pretty overwhelming. It's like,
Yeah, this is fun.
yeah, no, that is. It will help out. I found like the ones I'm gonna use for the next bit.
Slightly less weight than the last one, so we can get a little bit more juicy, squeezy, pumpy. And use digging at the pump as a precursor to achieve that tension. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that feels nice. And we'll finish up the not ab stuff with some back and forth on this thingy-mabobber. Yeah, that is so much fun. I'm just very confused as to what might be going on here.
Elevated goblet pro squat.
Okay, okay.
So I don't have the mobility to go to the ground, and I want to work with my adductor hip a
Yep.
little bit more.
Checks out. I guess I'm in your camera now.
You good? You can go wherever.
Not gonna embarrass myself by showing what mine look like.
Decided to go this instead of holding it. These feel a little better.
Yeah.
I got blue balls.
Yeah, Darrell's getting fancy over here. I feel like I haven't shoved a camera in Justine's face while she's doing a pull down in too long. Did I just ruin your set?
No.
No, that was actually your RP point you're supposed to get to?
Yeah.
I don't believe
It's
you.
only supposed to go to 6.
Oh, who programmed that?
Leah.
Well, Tell her to make you work harder.
Okay. That looked too easy? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'll go up and wait. That's what you're saying.
And these felt really good last week with the red band, so I figure we'll try to graduate to a slightly thicker black one and hope that it doesn't actually kill me. Oh, yeah, it's juicy. Woo! So I've always enjoyed training away from the meet because training away from meet, like you don't have the pressure to be strong on a given day because the meet is 10 months away and like it's just easier to kind of go into the gym and be loose and have a little bit more fun. Like still take it seriously, still push yourself, but it's easier to enjoy it because you're not so much like, shit, I gotta lift this much today or else the meet isn't gonna go well. But the older that I've gotten and the more meet preps I've done, the more off seasons I've had, not only does it get easier to kind of carry that fun into the meet prep, but the more I realize that thinking that I always need to feel great during a meet prep or I always need to have that load pressure, it's kind of bullshit. And early in my career, I was making meet preps less fun than it needed to be because I was putting so much pressure on myself to try to feel as strong as I could all the time because no matter how well your meet prep's laid out, like some of those days they ain't gonna go totally to plan. And what's more important than making the days go totally to plan is number one, not letting them beat you up mentally, and number two, not making stupid choices because they're beating you up mentally and causing them to then beat you up physically. And I think that if you can kind of take the off-season mindset of still pushing really freaking hard in training, but then making the push, making the effort, making the process what you think is fun during the off-season, then you can learn to make the effort, the process fun in a meet prep rather than just thinking that hitting big numbers is fun, because if your only focus is hitting big numbers, you will end up shooting yourself in the foot and overcooking one week when you shouldn't, and you're gonna set the whole thing into some sort of big kerfuffle. Whereas even in meet prep, if you make the focus on execution, on the process, you are going to do so much freaking better. So guys, have fun with your training. This shit is fun. Enjoy it, but enjoy it because you're working freaking hard, and the working freaking hard is what is enjoyable. Peace out. Have a good rest of your night.